Once upon a time, there was a ring that carried a terrible curse. Its dark powers led many a victim to wear it, whereupon their soul was stolen and contained within the ring. After numerous centuries, these many tortured spirits found themselves manifested into a single dark presence, which was then crafted into the dark sorcerer Wizzro by the evil Sia. Wizzro is a mechanically complex character with a host of fearsome abilities that are a joy to use when executed correctly. There is a steep learning curve to playing this twisted wizard well, as he requires you to always be a few steps ahead of your enemies in order to get the most out of him. His normal combo starts out by having him throw out 2, then 5, then 3, then 5, and then 4 of these orbs. There are some very special properties to these, but I'm going to get to that in a moment. From here, you can continue the combo with a very large horizontal beam, finishing off with Wizzro riding a giant shadow beast forward a very short distance. Now, going back a bit, if you watch Wizzro's orbs closely, you may notice that they change after going a short distance. After being thrown out, they will usually turn into flame shapes and slow down considerably. Any of these flames in this status can be detonated by Wizzro by hitting it with a standard orb. You can see me here demonstrating how only the orb which is hit by another attack explodes in this way. On top of this, the explosions have an area triggering ability, meaning that you can actually set up a number of these flames, and if they're close enough, multiple ones can trigger together. It is important to note that not all of Wizzro's magic attacks turn into flames like this. His first attack does, but his second doesn't. The third does, but the fourth doesn't. His fifth does, but the sixth, the beam attack, does not. Basically, the first 3 odd-numbered attacks, 1, 3, and 5, are setups for the explosions. They move slowly and they spread out. The even-numbered attacks, numbers 2, 4, and 6, are the triggers. These attacks move quickly and are designed to be used to hit the orbs you've set up and cause detonations. When throwing out these orbs mindlessly, Wizzro's attacks might seem to be weak, but when you start thinking about setting up and triggering webs of his dark explosions, using this standard combo is an absolute joy. Now when it comes to Wizzro's combos, things become a bit more straightforward. His standard heavy attack summons a Wall Master hand from his chest, which attempts to grab an enemy in front of you, which, if successful, will then slam them down in any direction you point. This attack can be a bit slow and hard to land, but its best usage is in breaking the weak points of enemy generals. Again, Wizzro requires you to play very mindfully, because if you are not readying this attack in anticipation for the weak point gauge to appear, you will often miss your chance. If you hit it, however, you will then pretty much have a guaranteed break attack. Wizzro's first heavy combo is incredibly fast. Very quickly, Wizzro throws out a mini shadow beast a short distance forward. There's not much more to this, other than the fact that this can be used to break guards very quickly. Wizzro's second combo is a slow summoning of 5 shadow orbs, which prime themselves for detonation immediately. They fly out further than other shadow flames and are best used to set up traps for your enemies to walk into. You can very quickly finish the attack and then go ahead of it in order to trigger it from the other side. Wizzro's third attack adds something different to his arsenal, a multi-directional spray of shadow balls, hitting enemies on all sides of him. These orbs could theoretically be used as triggers for your flames, but by the time you trigger this attack, most of your shadow flames will already likely be gone. Instead, this attack is exactly what it seems, an area attack for clearing out the trash mobs or just giving you some breathing room. Additionally, this attack is Wizzro's boss weak point killer. It might not look like it, but for whatever reason, this attack is ridiculously good at breaking the boss weak point gauges. Wizzro's final combo has a very slow startup, but this forward-facing beam can be incredibly damaging. If your enemy is not already guarding, they will be juggled by its effect and forced to take the full damage of your attack. You can also tilt the stick to more properly aim, just in case your prey escapes you at first. Overall, it seems fitting that a character which was once just a cursed ring which lured in many a victim, plays out to be the official trap character of Hyrule Warriors. Even his Force Special, which sees Wizzro cover the floor in shadow and have his enemies devoured by shadow minions and then exploded, follows this theme. Without mindful usage, Wizzro's unique abilities can be wasted on a button masher. Playing as Wizzro requires you to slow things down and really get tactical on a smaller scale. While it can be satisfying to pull off a second combo trap and watch your enemy's health disappear, for the most part, Wizzro's slow speed and trap-based playstyle just doesn't fit in very well to this game. While he does have a few great combos under his belt, like his area clearer and focused beam, he comes up lacking when compared to a lot of the rest of the cast, especially the other Darkness Warriors. All things considered, Wizzro just ends up in the bottom part of the roster, which is really unfortunate for such an interesting character and playstyle.